Hello, welcome back to On the Trail with Gyver. Today we're going to be talking about two survival tins that I carried with me. A couple videos back, had some people comment that they wanted to see a deeper dive, and who those people were, they'll be getting a shout out later in the video, so stay tuned for that. So here are the two tins that were briefly seen in a previous video. I've got one here that's labeled fishing, and then one labeled here that is labeled survival. Before we get deeper into the contents of these tins, please keep in mind this is not a paid advertisement, nor am I sponsored by this company. Both of these tins I picked up through a company called Grim Workshop. Grim Workshop is a US owned and operated company in Texas. All tools they make are designed with three principles in mind. They have to be reusable, they have to be compact, and they have to be functional. To give you an idea of what that means is for them to be reusable. You can see in between these different little cutout tools, you can see this black backing. This is actually kind of a sticky backing. It's not magnetic. If it gets dirty, you can clean it and it gets its stickiness back. But as you pull these tools off of each card, when you're done with the tool, you can stick it right back on. They need to be compact. Oh, this card in particular is roughly about the size of a credit card. I usually have one tucked into my wallet or a pocket, whether it's in my pants pocket or coat pocket or a pocket on one of my packs. I just put it in and forget that it's even there. Functional. Well, they're made out of 400 series stainless steel, hardened for extra durability. Each card or tool has a variety of different tools contained within it. That's what makes them so functional. So let's go ahead and get into the actual contents of these tins. When you're on the Grim Workshop website, you'll see you'll be able to build or buy pre-made tins. I personally put the contents together myself and just bought the tins themselves. So I went ahead and opened up the fishing tin, and inside of it I have some of the Grim Workshop cards that you can purchase. This one gives you different methods on how to prepare fish, how to cook it. Another one of the cards I have in here talks about different traps for catching fish, and before trying any of them, please make sure the legality in your area behind using snares and traps for catching fish. I also have one of their signature survival cards. This one is by Bob Hansler. Includes a knife, hooks, lures, needles, scalers. This one is a David Canterbury signature card that has hooks, some lures on it. This card, you can pop off these little fishing lures and attach the hooks to them. I also have some bits of paracord that can be used for creating your own lures. This one here was one of my early attempts to take a hook and feed it through the paracord, and then I roughed it up so that way when it's in the water, kind of hopefully will mimic some type of food that the fish find irresistible. I have one of their hand caster cards with some fishing line wrapped around it. Underneath the fishing line is also some lures that I can pop off and attach to the line. I also carry some split shot weights and a couple other styles of the Grim Workshop survival cards. This one is their micro tool, and then one that is resembles a dog tag. And that is it for the fishing tin. All right, inside the survival tin, I have a glow-in-the-dark card. Just kind of wedged into the lid. Once charged up in the sunlight, this card does get pretty bright, and it does stay bright for a very long time. I have a card with some bank line wrapped around it. I have one of Grim Workshop's spear cards. Inside the tin is one of their compact stove cards. And I also have a handful of their survival cards, different traps, cooking, good information like that. The tins themselves are roughly the size and shape of an Altoids tin. I went with unhinged tins, and with the lids not being hinged, I wanted a way to keep the lid secure, so I am using Ranger bands to make sure the lid doesn't fall off and the contents don't spill in my pack. All right, the last item I want to talk about in today's video is the Grim Workshop subscription. Every month, I receive a package in the mail filled with different goodies that Grim Workshop has sent me. In the envelope, they include a card letting you know what you're receiving in that month's subscription. And then also, what comes with it. In the latest subscription, I received 2 of their cards. This one happens to talk about how to make your own magnet or compass using a magnet. Received a card on camp cooking. The subscription included one of their survival cards with a variety of hooks and fishing lures, but also the way these are indented lets me know that these can be used for setting snares. Has a little file on it, and it's a spring snare fishing trap. All right. So yes, it comes with all the tools that you would need to create your own spring snare for fishing, which actually the instructions are for that is also included in one of the cards in my fishing survival tin. It came with a minnow lure micro tool. Came with a set of their tweezer micro tool. And yeah, so every month, I get one of these packages. Comes with a lot of really nice, useful items. So if you're interested, please check it out. Links will be posted in the description down below. And if there's anything you want to see in a future video, please drop me a comment, like and subscribe, all the good fun stuff that everyone asks all of us to do. Please do. All right, well, I want to give a special shout out to James Cotton 4027 and Fluffy Nutria 244 for suggesting that I do a deep dive on those survival tins. Hopefully, what I've done here gives them the information that they're looking to have. As I said before, Please, if there's anything you want to see me talk about, have me demonstrate, please drop me a comment. I'd be happy to look into anything, whether it's something you've seen from a previous video or just something you want to see if I can do. So I'm always open to suggestions. And I just want to thank everyone for joining me today on this episode of On the Trail with Gyver. As always, God bless, and I hope to see you on the trail.